I don't want it.
And we get on the image of Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right? We're going to see if this image matches up with the image that's in your bullshit ass churches. This is Revelation chapter 1 verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. The Son of Man is Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. One like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and a girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass as if they burn in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp two-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. Alright? Which means he's supposed to be a dark-skinned brother with red eyes, nappy hair, but white. Alright? Pure white. The picture that they have in the churches is a picture of Caesar Borgia. And if you go into Google and type up Caesar Borgia, you'll see that image of the so-called Jesus Christ. Alright?
Yes.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power. And I will write upon him my new name, alright, which I am sealed from here to here, alright, from here to here. I've been sealed. I have the new name, alright. Now it's not a seal that you fucking people could see. It's not something that you guys could see. It's something that dwells within me. It's something that I know, for it burn yet cool, alright. Alright, this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 17. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the hidden manna, and will give him a white stone, and in a stone a new name written, which no man knoweth, save he that receiveth it. Meaning what? Meaning I don't know exactly how it's written, even though he written off the head. Alright? But I know it's there, and I know that it is the seal of Yahawashi.
Oh my God!
Right? 144,000 of the children of Israel will be sealed. I believe majority of them is already sealed up. We're just waiting for Yahawashi to execute, to give Obama the authority to go ahead and execute his martial law, because the manifestation of the sons of the Most High has already started. And we're already in it. So we're waiting on the manifestation of the so-called white man and his bullshit-ass martial law to come through. Alright, because gentrification is already taking place. There are no longer people downtown Rochester. Alright, you gotta go on St. Paul or you gotta go somewhere else to get a whole bunch of people. Alright? You can't go by Liberty Pole because ain't nobody there anymore. Right? There's not even the bus stops there no more. Alright? So gentrification is already taking place. Alright? Back to a woman real quick. This is 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. Alright? In like manner also, that women adore themselves in modest apparel. Modest apparel, which means what? You need to be covered up. With shamefacedness, meaning no makeup. And sobriety, not with braided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array. So don't do nothing to your hair, man. Wrap that shit the fuck up. But which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. For I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. So a woman has to be, she has to continue in the faith. A woman must continue in the faith, charity, and holiness with sobriety, man. Which means you have to be sober-minded. And you going out here on the street shaking your ass, that's not being sober-minded. You not knowing what tribe you come from, not knowing not what tribe you come from, but not knowing that you are a tribal person and not knowing that you are the chosen people of Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus. If you don't know these things, when calamity comes and you say, Lord, Lord, the Most High is going to say, I know you not. Right? This is Matthew chapter 7 verse 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works. Alright, and that's what all your pastors and everybody else is going to say when calamity comes, alright? And then will I profess unto them. Who's going to profess this? Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And why is he going to say that? Because you didn't come out here on the highway and the byway. You wasn't teaching the children of Israel whether they hear or forbear the truth. Alright? Verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him to a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And the rock is what? The word of Yahawashi, which means what? We're going to go through the calamity with y'all, but we're going to stand and you're going to fall. Verse 26, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon the house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And it came to pass, when Yahawashi had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribe, which means what? He didn't teach it how your so-called pastors teach it. He taught it in spirit and in truth. He told the people the truth, whether they hear or forbear. This is Matthew chapter 15 verse 8. This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. Alright? And they're not teaching the people the real doctrine of Yahawashi. They say that, oh, no, you can't judge me off my meat because it says it right here. Well, you don't know what type of meat he was talking about. He was talking about the herd, first and foremost, but you don't understand it. You're not supposed to do this, and you can't judge not unless thou be judged first. Yeah, and I'm putting righteous judgment, and I could be judged on it. I could be judged off of that. I have no problem being judged off of that. So when I give you judgment, I know I'm being judged, but I'm in righteousness and you're not. And my judgment is not mine, but my judgment is true because it is with Yahawashi that dwelleth within me. Right, this is Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. Then said Yahawashi unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. And when he's talking about they shall not taste of death, does not mean that they did not die. It means that their blood didn't gush out. That's the taste of death. Right? They didn't get killed that way. They died in their sleep, which means they went to sleep. They didn't taste death. This time the Most High says, you will taste death. And all those under Yahawashi will not taste death as long as you continuously do this in spirit and in truth. Alright? So all power, all glory, all honor to Yahawashi, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone for showing me this great truth. And shalom and salutations to my brothers on the four corners suffering out this truth with sincerity, long suffering, and longevity. Shalom, Akhnam. Kwam Yasharallah.